welcome back. I'm Allison Rosen, and today we're going to do some updates from last week, and if I have time, I have a story for you. Story or two. Okay, so when we left off last time, I was talking about these, can you see them? There. These thimble things that I like, but then they got thick and they're expensive, so I was looking for another solution. I'm just going to bring you back again. So I had ordered some suede, self-adhesive suede in the mail, and it came. It's a big long roll. I just cut off like a little slice of it, and then I'm just cutting the size that I need. I'm so sorry. I ordered a new tripod. It should be here Tuesday. Hopefully. And then we can have a better view. I want it to be like over my shoulder so you can see actually what I'm doing. Not this pathetic setup that I have right now. So anyone that's watched this pathetic setup, I appreciate it. So I'm just cutting off like little square shapes. And then in the back, it is a peel off, you peel off the backing. And then I just stick it to my thumb. And this is, okay, admittedly still not as grippy as the original, but certainly good enough as a less expensive alternative. Okay, also last week I was talking about how should I park? I don't want to park. Okay, I started parking, and you make a lot more progress by parking, because when I was doing the cross country, I'd pick a color from here, let's say somewhere over here, and then stitch it to wherever it leads me to. So I ended up with like all these stitches out here, but not really, I'd only got my one stitch done over there. So making a lot of stitches, but not in a concentrated enough area to feel like I was making a difference in the overall pattern. But this past week, since I changed, I have gotten a lot, like I'm almost finished this building here. It's an upside down building for you. It's an upside down building for me. But I do take a picture and then flip it over so I can actually see what it looks like. Or just, I guess, turn this Q-snap over when I'm done. So I think I will stick with the parking because, like I also said, the stitches weren't laying very nice. They're getting very bulky and kind of like puffing up, which I really wasn't liking. And so I can tell that some of these were pre-stitched from the cross country, but I can tell that the ones that I'm starting and doing anew with the parking are laying nicer. So I think I will continue with parking for now. What I don't understand, and I watch like all kinds of parking videos and everything, how do they not have parked stuff like way out here? Like everyone's always just got like a little park thread like right here, and never like way off into like the rest of the pattern. Do they just clip their thread and not bother counting? Or are their patterns different? That they don't have as much, maybe confetti? I don't know. But no matter what pattern I've done, when I park, I'm like out in the middle of nowhere with my parked threads. And yes, some of them are, just over here. But I don't really understand. Okay, have you like drifted off into like, no, I hate this setup. I can't even see what you're singing. I'm so sorry. I have no idea what you're singing. Antuka, in any case. I'm sorry for the crappy video. I'm working on it, but let's just get started. And you can listen to the sultry tones of my voice and I'll just tell you stories while you stitch or diamond paint or do whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to work on just some fill-in so that I don't have to count with you. I do actually have a little bit of fill-in on this, excuse me, on this pattern that I can do, and so I'm going to do that. And I get out my trusty, oh my god, where are you? Jesus Christ. Ugh. Get out my trusty sorted pre-filled needles here, and I can't see what you're seeing, and I don't think it's good, because I mean you're pointed straight down to the ground, and I'm not straight down to the ground. I'm over here, for fart's sake. Fart in a bucket. Does that work? No, it's just gonna fall over. Does that work? Probably not. If I put something heavy, that's not very heavy. If I put that in there, make it heavier. Okay, I'm gonna stop. This is stupid. Alright, I rearranged it. It didn't even make much of a difference. I am very sorry about that, but let's just get stitching, because I'm gonna run out of time. Okay. When we also spoke last time, I was saying how I love the ballpoint needles, and that I was like, oh, maybe I should get some more because I really like to do my needles in advance, and especially with parking, I'm going through setup needles like faster than ever because you're constantly starting instead of, you know, running them through till their eventual end. I'm starting more needles and, you know, colors than I was before parking. And so I was like, you know what? I made a few pennies selling off grab bags of my charms. Oh, maybe I'll insert some footage for you so you can see what I'm putting in the grab bags, and I'll put a link to where you can purchase one as well. The grab bags are, you know, it's the stock that I have left from when I had my store, It's Charm School. And just throwing in a short clip to show you what I made as part of Charm School. So I made needle minders and stuff, and this is the stock that I have left from having closed the shop. That's not it, there's more. Excuse my dirt in my handmade bed. Excuse me. Yeah, there's quite a few. And there's some really good ones in here too that I always liked, like the Halloween ones. You know. Anyways, it was a fun business to be so creative for so long, and I really appreciated it. Right now, I am trying to get rid of some of this. Well, not get rid of, but, you know, sell some of this. So I'm doing grab bags, and in the grab bag you would get, I just kind of pull randomly 4 larger ones. And let's see. So that would be 4 big ones, and then I throw in, not like dumb ones, but like some smaller, nothing's dumb, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Like, I don't know, I always found like this little wafer a little bit kind of silly. So I would throw in some smaller ones, and the smaller ones you can turn into like zipper pulls or scissor fobs, stuff like that. And I'm not putting any magnets on them for the grab bags, so you would just have to, you know, finish them into whatever you want them to be. But that is 10 for 1, 2 for 18, 3 for 25, and then after that each additional bag is $7, and shipping is no more than $4.25. So a little commercial because I still have a bunch left. All right. The grab bags are like 5 good sized like not charms, but needle minders, and then some smaller ones as well. So it's a really, I mean, considering I was selling them for $11.50 a piece, you're getting like 5 plus for $10. And then if you buy more than one grab bag, the price is less. So I have like a whole Google form which explains everything. I'll link that below. I've sold quite a few of them, but I do have, this light just went out on me. Great. I do have some left, so I would love to sell them. So I used some of that money, and I was like, you know what? I deserve some new needles. I deserve more needles. Fine. So I went hunting, and yeah, like I said, the price went up. So I found a place on Etsy that had like bulk for a bit of a better deal. And so I ordered them like as soon as we stopped recording, basically. And then they didn't ship. They didn't ship. They didn't ship. They didn't ship. And it's like a pack of needles. Like it's not like, oh, I should also say the grab bags, they're not finished. There's no magnets on them. You have to put your own magnet on it. Okay, back to this. Which is part of why they're such a good price. Okay. But this is like a pack of needles. Like throw it in the thing, slap a label on it, and have yourself a good day. So I messaged the store and I said, when do you think this will ship? I got an auto reply through Etsy because Etsy's a bit of a dick. And like they have the star seller rating now. And part of it is if you don't reply to your messages within like 24 hours, I think, then you don't, you're not going to get star seller. So people, to get around that, just put auto replies on all their messages. So I got an auto reply, not an actual reply, just an auto reply saying, oh, I must be busy. And then a few days later, still not shipped. And like I bought it because I want it, still not shipped. Got another auto reply. And then my last one was, okay, you can just cancel my order. Like, this is ridiculous. You're not even replying to my messages. Like, this is shitty customer service. I'll cancel my order. So then I do get a reply. And she says, oh, I was just about to ship your stuff, but like if you want me to cancel, that's fine. In the meantime, I went over to 123 Stitch and I ordered from there. Because like this chick's never going to mail my stuff. And so I ordered from 123 Stitch. They shipped like literally the next day. And I get a message from the first seller saying, oh, I was just about to ship it. Like, do you still want it? Because I had told her, I was like, just cancel my order. I'm done waiting. Like, this is stupid. You don't even reply to messages. Like, you can just cancel my order. So then, yes, she did write back. And she was like, oh, but I'm, I said, okay, fine, just ship it. So hers, then it sat, how it says in the shipping tracking, label created, but hasn't been picked up yet or whatever. It said that for 3 more days. So I took a screenshot and I sent it to her and I said, wow, you told me you were shipping it out and it's just sitting there. She's like, oh yeah, I didn't have time to get to the post office yet. But I'm going right now. Uh-huh. Anyways, long story short, I have a shit ton of needles coming in the mail. But I was so frustrated. I was like, where is the customer service? Because, yeah. And like it said that, like, you know, originally it said it should be here within like 5 or 7 days. So, which is why I ordered it, because I was like, oh, it's going to come quick too. And then it didn't even ship. I was just, does that get on your nerves too? Yeah, I mean, I suppose I should be more. I suppose I should be nicer since I had a store myself. But I shipped. I shipped fast. Like, I was a good shipper. Because, you know, aside from actually receiving the product, that's the most important part to people, is how fast does it ship. Which is why Amazon Prime was such a thing. But now Amazon Prime sucks too. Where happened to the 2-day Prime shipping? No, now it's ridiculous. I ordered a couple of things from Amazon, one being the tripod. Hasn't even shipped yet. Ordered it a week ago. I'm like, what is going on? And it's not like a supply chain thing. It just hasn't shipped. It's not like it's stuck at USPS somewhere. Yeah, Amazon used to be amazing for shipping. Now, yeah, sure, it's free, but a lot of places are free. And, I mean, only free because I have Amazon Prime, which I would be tempted to get rid of. Except Maxie likes certain shows. I'm just trying to count here. On Amazon that he wouldn't have. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm stuck with Amazon Prime. I do split it. I do split it with Jared, so it's not as expensive. That's just one thing we decided to just keep one account. And, split it. Because it just makes more sense. Yeah, I don't even know what you're looking at. I'm so sorry. This thing sucks. How dumb. I'm sure everyone's just clicked off by now because this is so stupid. You cannot see what I'm doing. Like, what the hell is the point? Come on. And there you go. I don't even know what to tighten. Alright. So that is my frustrations of the week. So another thing that I got from Amazon. So when we lived in any previous house, I had my Stitchy Spot in the living room, so I could sit and watch TV with the family and have my Stitchy Spot. But in this house, there's no room for a Stitchy Spot in the living room. So I have it set up in my bedroom, and I'm actually quite happy in here. I don't know what you are, but goodbye. Except for the fact that the kids can't sit in here with me, or I'm not sitting with the kids. And I like to stitch when I watch TV, and also, you know, with my knees hurting as much as they do, I have a reclining chair in here with a heating pad on, like, at all times, and so I can't put my feet up as comfortably in the living room. Like, yes, there's a couch, but, you know, it's just not the same. So I ordered a poof, like a big kind of, not a bean bag anymore because I don't do that, but it's like, you know, foam filled or whatever, memory foam. I doubt it's that good. But I ordered a big poof so that the kids can, well, I ordered it for Sarah, but if Maxie likes it, I'll get him one too. I just didn't think he'd be all that interested. Because she has a huge bedroom, and so she has room to set it up, or put it, you know, not much setup, but to put it in her room, and then she'd have somewhere to, like, to lounge and read instead of just sitting at her desk. And so I was gonna get her that for her birthday, but I decided to get it early because this way she can bring the poof in here and sit with me, and we can watch our shows together and so she has somewhere comfortable to sit, and so do I. So I'm really hoping that works out, because I like hanging out with my kiddo, you know? Maxie, it's the reason I didn't necessarily think for Max is that he goes to bed at 7 o'clock. Like, literally last night he went to bed at 6:40. He is just exhausted and wants to just go to bed. So it's usually Sarah and I in the evenings, and we like to watch our shows together when she doesn't have too much homework, and this way we can both be accommodated. So that's one other thing I bought from the old Amazonian. What else? Well, what do you... Ooh, hello. What are you guys stitching? Or diamond painting? Like, what are you guys working on? Let me know. And do you enjoy full coverage as much as I do? Because I love it. I don't think I'm going to go back to stitching just like patterns, you know, like smaller pieces. I just like I hate kitting up. I really do. I always hated kitting up. But this way, it's just kit. And all I have to do is grid some fabric and throw it on the Q-snap, and I'm set up. So I don't see myself going back to the smaller patterns. And then, like, what do I do with it? Yeah, okay, you know, like fully finish it. But I sold everything I own that I could fully finish with. So, not only sold, I threw it away. Like, I sold a lot of cross-stitch stuff, but there was just a lot of stuff I just threw away. I was like, oh, I don't need it, I don't want it, I can't be bothered selling it. Not to mention, I had no time to deal with it. So, you know, that's the whole fiasco of the last place, is that I had absolutely no time to leave. I was forced to leave unceremoniously through no fault of my own. Like, it's not like I didn't pay the rent or anything like that. It was just such a crazy, unfair end to the lease. Not today. I don't have time. I have to go back to work, but oh, and such bitches. Oh my god. Oh, horrible people to deal with. Like, all around. Oh, it was just a terrible experience. I really liked the house. House was awesome. But the people, blech. Total blech. And that's a technical term. But when we moved into this place, I hired the same movers that I had used when I left the house we lived in to move out with the kids. I hired some movers, and they were fantastic. So I hired the same company again. Well, I guess it really depends on the crew that you get. One of the gentlemen was the same as the last time, and when I reminded him of my move, because it was comical, because my basement was filled to the brim, and I hadn't even started really packing it yet. So they were like, what are we gonna do here, ladies? So I packed as quickly as whatever I could, as fast as I could, and then left the rest and went back like for several weeks and dealt with what was left there. To Jared's chagrin, because he was like, out. He was pretty much a dick. So they come, and they were fine on the first end, and then we get here, and it's pouring rain. So they back the truck up as close to the front door as possible, and, you know, come down the ramp with something heavy. Must have been, you know, the couch or something. And break the window on the front of the house and didn't tell me about it. It was only when I was outside. He said, go look in the truck and make sure I didn't forget anything. And when I was walking back into the house, like, there's a freaking broken window. So I said, hey, dude, you broke a window. And his response was, oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Not like, oh, I'm so sorry I didn't tell you. Or, right. Yeah, I have to, It was just like, oh, yeah. And, they insure you, I think it was 60 cents per pound without, as an included insurance. And if you wanted more, then you had to pay, it was going to be like another $400. So I asked him, I was like, what do most people do? He's like, we're going 10 miles down the road. People usually, insure for a longer move. So I was like, oh, okay. So when the window broke, I said, hey, is this part of the 40 cents per pound, or am I going to, get it fixed? He was like, oh, I don't know. You can just call the office. He was just like, and then later I had like 2 rolling drawers, like, you can get you used to be able to get them from Michael's. And, they were like 5 drawers tall, about as wide as a regular cube from Michael's, and have wheels. So I'm walking through the house, and I notice in Max's room, there's 2 broken wheels sitting on the dresser. So I bring them out to the guys, and I said, well, where are these from? And they were like, oh, yeah, that thing over there, which I just noticed is now leaning on its side because it's missing 2 wheels. And I was like, was anyone going to tell me about this? I couldn't believe the whole thing. So, you know what? That was a Friday. On the Monday, I called the moving company. And she was like, I'm so sorry. We'll get someone out there right away. So this happened when I moved in on July 26th. It's now September 15th? 16th? I don't know. It was fixed yesterday. And that was me calling and saying, are they going to fix it? Are you going to fix it? The person who was helping me left. Somebody else tried to take, they had to come for an estimate first. But they did finally fix it. Of course, I didn't pay for any of it because, a broken window is not damaging my property. They also broke a few other things, like the glass front of a drawer unit. I think a tile in the kitchen, actually. I think they dropped the washer on it. None of that has been addressed yet. I'm sure I'm going to have to call and follow up on that too. What is it with all these places? Like, you have to bug them. You have to follow up. You have to, continuously be the squeaky wheel for everything. I hate it. Like, you can never just call something once. You know what I mean? You can't just say, okay, well, here's the problem. Oh, you're going to fix it. Oh, thank you very much. And then they actually fix it. No, it has to be a series of phone calls where you have to start over and say, okay, well, oh, you're new? Okay. Oh, did they make any notes in the file? No? Oh, okay. So here's my whole story again. Oh, it's so annoying. Does that happen to you a lot? Do you find it as annoying as I do? Because I think it's pretty crappy. Let me find something nice to talk about before we end, because that was just frustrating for everybody, I'm sure. Let me see. I have another frustrating story, but I don't think I'm going to tell that right now. Let me think. Been watching a lot of YouTube. Especially because I don't really have any good shows going right now. So I watch a lot of YouTube. And who have I been watching? Needlebug, Rachel Ray, I found another one that I liked. I think she's the Nightly Stitcher. She's kind of fun. I like her. Like Caesar Stitch and Sunshine Stitchers. I kind of like it better without Gary. I know that's not nice to say, but I found him a little bit condescending to the girls, to the women. And he was part of the reason I kind of stopped watching them for a while. But without him, it's just nice. It's a nicer place to visit. Sorry, Gary. What are you gonna do? He told them he wasn't going to be doing that show anymore through a text, so I don't think he's ever going to listen to this, first of all. I don't think he deserves better than that right now, because that was a shitty thing of him to do. Okay, that was supposed to be a pickup, not a downer. Okay, well, I suck, and this is a downer episode. So sorry. Until next time, don't forget to try out new gadgets, because they're always fun. Okay.